Good morning. Okay, so just going to do a quick one today. I was feeling pulled to do a you versus them. So what's going on for you first, and then we'll do your person. So let's get into what is the energy around you right now. Move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time. It's over. So you might be feeling like it's really over with someone, that there's no going back, no second chances. I'm seeing that Grim Reaper card in my head. Spy. Okay, so there might be, because this is the energy around you, so there might be someone that you're either feeling like you're getting a feeling of someone spying on you, or there is someone spying on you that you're unaware of, someone that potentially the person that you're trying to move on from. And vacation, you will be traveling soon. So you might have travel plans, or this might be an energy that is coming up for you that you're not aware of yet. Same with the spy. So, and I'm also hearing someone that you've been trying to move on from hasn't actually moved on from you, but you're not aware of that. And you're not aware that they're looking in on you. All right, and you've got gambling on the bottom, so maybe you've been trying to get your finances in order. So let's see what it is that you don't know right now. Let's get more on what you don't know. What's going on, what's hidden beneath the surface that you don't know. Joint evolution. So that's straight away making me think that the person that's connected to you, you're both going through an evolution, but especially if they're spying on you, they can see your evolution, but I don't think you're aware that they have seen your evolution, and I don't think you've seen theirs. So in your mind, you've still got the old version of them in your head. That's the one you're trying to move on from, but you haven't seen them evolve yet. You and others are growing together, supporting each other. So when you're connected, it's like you send this healing energy through each other's threads. So if you've been healing and you've been trying to move on and level up in your life, that will be sending that energy through to them, and they will be evolving with you, but you just don't know that. You can't see it. I hate nothing about you. So this is what you don't know. So this person, you might think that they hate you, or you might think that they have a lot of anger and resentment towards you, which is why they've stayed away, which has caused you to feel like you need to move on, or feel like they've moved on and you are trying to move on because you think they have, but this person hates nothing about you. Which only leads me to believe they love everything about you. Court, uncovering evidence, getting exposed, cheating revealed. So this person, because this is what you don't know. So this person, I think, has been caught red-handed in some shady behavior. It could be cheating, but it could also just be any kind of shady behavior. They've been caught red-handed, and I think because this has happened that you're not aware of, that has also pushed them to learn some lessons and to grow from it, to evolve from it. Love story, once upon a time. So again, you don't know that they see you as their love story. You're not aware of this. So you think that they're moving on. So you've been trying to let it go. But what you don't know is that they've been checking in on you, and they've been evolving, and they have nothing but love for you. They don't hate you. They don't resent you. And whatever they've been exposed for, caught for, it's helping them. It's making them face some lessons and to grow. So with that being said, let's see what's coming for you. What's coming up for this collective, please, in regards to this connection? Love call. Straight out the gate, you got love call. So communication is coming from this person. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving love, falling in love. Beautiful. So I think you actually, because this is a you versus them, remember, so I think you do still care, otherwise you wouldn't be watching. You want to know what's going on for them, and I feel like for me to ask the angels what is coming for this connection, you getting a love call and getting kisses, unconditional loving, this person does have deep love for you and they want to express that. But you got the golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. But I think that's the version of them that you're holding on to because you haven't seen them evolve. So when they come in with this love call, this communication, and they want to express their love for you to you, I think because you're still holding on to that old version of them, you're going to be scared that they're love bombing you. They're just trying to suck you back in, but they're still just as selfish as they ever were, I think. So that'll be a challenge for you. But if this person did cause you a lot of damage in the connection before, then if they're coming in correctly, they know that there's a lot of repairing to be done. So that in itself, they should be prepared to climb that mountain with you. It's not going to take just one love call, one deep conversation, and it all's going to be forgiven and you're going to trust them again. It's going to take time to grow and transform together so that you can get that trust back. Love call. Addictions tried to come out, so addictions might have clouded their judgment. When that might be what caused them to act so selfish. Mirror, so you're mirroring each other's self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So for that to confirm love call, I think this person might as well express to you how they've awoken to the wounding that's in them and realizing that the battles that you two had with each other in the connection before, they understand now that it was coming from a broken place, that you had wounding that you needed to heal and they had wounding they needed to heal, and they're taking accountability for their part that they played in the destruction of the connection last time. So that's really good. Again, you haven't seen their evolution, so I think you'll be surprised by their willingness to take accountability, and also show to you over time how they've changed. Girl talk. So time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So even though you have all this unconditional love for this person, you've been trying to spend time with friends and move on because you think this person's moved on. But it hasn't really worked. This person hasn't left your mind truly. And if you're really honest with yourself and in a balanced place, you know that you do still have a deep connection to this person and still love them with your whole heart. Golden mirror. The sword and the rose, perfect. So you're going to get clarity with this situation. I think this person, you might have concerns about them still being quite selfish and narcissistic when they first come in to express that they still love you and want to be with you. But I think they're going to give you clarity and truth about the situation. Again, taking accountability for their selfish behavior and the things that sabotage this and the people that were an influence in their life, which is going to soothe your anxiety about whether they're coming in with the right intentions. But I will get intentions in their part as well. But for now, keep focusing on yourself. If you're spending time with friends, going out, doing things to bring the joy back into your life, keep focusing on doing that, because I think this love call is going to, when it comes in, it's going to give you a lot of clarity. So for now, just keep doing what you're doing to be happy. Okay. Okay, so I just want to see what's blocking this right now. And then I'm going to get into your person from their perspective. Eye candy, beauty fades, choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. So I think that's how they see you, as far as, yes, they see you as beautiful and they're attracted to you, but it's your inner beauty. It's that you lead with your heart and that you're a nurturing, naturally giving person, and that's what they love about you. But it might even be that they're worried that you, I'm hearing it, so I'll say it, that you want lots of attention, and I'm seeing that as a block, because if you just naturally get attention, for instance, and it's not something that you're doing out of vanity, then that's something that they have to work on for themselves if it's a block, because you don't want them coming in and clipping your wings and dictating, you know, what you can post on social media, or start saying, oh, you're doing this for attention and this and that, because if that's your natural personality, you just light up a room, you're very sociable, and you just, you know, get attention naturally. It's just because of who you are. Then you don't want them nitpicking at you, because that's not healthy, especially if you have so much love for them, but they're still picking you apart. That's a block for them. They need to realize, because you love them. It's not like you're trying to go out and cheat on them, and they need to, that's a self-worth thing they need to work on. Addiction. So you did get addiction. So their addictions are what is blocking them, and it doesn't have to just be substances. You had gambling on the bottom of this deck too, remember? So they could have had gambling addictions, or just been around bad influences that have gambling addictions or substance abuse problems, and they partook when they spent time with those people, and that clouds their judgment. But as well, obsessive thought patterns. If they get anxious, or if they're an overthinker and they think of worst case scenarios all the time in their head, that can be obsessive, and that's an addiction too. You create habits that way. So your mental state, you can get addictive thought patterns. So thinking of the worst case scenario can be addictive thought patterns. You are either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. I'm also seeing that as a block might be that they're very opposed to getting therapy, even though it's something that could really help them and help them progress in life. That's a block for them. They need to reconsider the option of therapy. And confusion. You don't know what you want, so you need clarity before you get involved. So another block for them, what's blocking them coming forward right now, is that they're confused about what steps to take. If there's distance, if there's work issues, if there's family issues, they're kind of confused on how they can make this work with you. And lone wolf on the bottom. So are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? So I think they're staying in solitude right now and not making this move towards you because they're afraid of rejection. So that's what's blocking them right now. Okay, so let's clarify. Hang on, was that what I got before? Which one did I get before? Okay, I just want to get their intention towards you. What is this person's intention towards the collective, please? Boundaries, respected, flipped over. So again, that confirms to me that they know they need to earn your trust back and show you through time, action, and many conversations, answering whatever questions you have with truth and clarity. They know that and boundaries that you're going to have up, they're aware of that. So their intention is to respect those boundaries and to allow you time to trust them again. Trust in the process, confirmation, trust the progress of the relationship, don't rush for answers. So this is them. So I think, especially if they have like an impulsive type of personality, when they come in with this love declaration, they might want to rush it with you because they just love you and they just want to make up for lost time, but they need to take it slow. I think their intentions are pure. They want to be with you and love you and show you that they've changed and this and that, but they need to trust the process and allow time for you to trust them again and not rush things. Because then if they rush it, it might implode again. You need time to get to know each other again. Trust the process. What is this person's intention, please, towards the collective? But as well, you need to trust the process. So give yourself the time. Pushing boundaries. Someone may be testing your limits. So I think that's more about how before when I said that they are aware you're going to have boundaries, they need to respect those boundaries and allow you the time, trust the process, allow you the time to see through their actions that they're locked in and they're serious about you. Mixed signals. So the signals from someone are unclear and confusing. I think that's more that for this to be their intentions, I think that they don't want to give you mixed signals, especially with that narcissist card coming out. I think they know that you're going to be very wary. This to me is showing that there's going to be things that are going to set off red flags in your mind and concerns, but to trust the process, which is why you need to move slow and not rush things. Especially if when they come back, you're so happy that they're back in your life that you lower your boundaries, but you need to set the structure of the relationship in the beginning. What is this person's intentions towards the collective? Exposing lies. So I think that they're going to express their truth to you. I know that exposing lies sounds bad, but I think it's more the truth will eventually be exposed. So I think through this time and conversations, they're going to express to you the things that were kept from you, the things that maybe you questioned them, my God, about before. It might take them a bit to get these truths out because they're scared of losing you again, but for that to be trust the process, trust that these truths are going to come out. And I don't think they're going to be devastating. It's just going to be them explaining to you how the ways in which they sabotage this and taking accountability and basically confirming things for you that you came at them for last time. Again, uncovered truth. Uncovered evidence will change your view on things. So I think a lot of things as well that you've built up in your head about this person, worst case scenarios, overthinking, when they reveal the truths to you, I think you're going to change your perspective because you're going to realize that it's going to almost help you heal those things in you that was trying to imagine them in the worst way possible to get over them. Does that make sense? So for them, it's like the truths will heal the things in you that they denied before, but it's also going to help you really see truly how you were both wounded and how the separation needed to happen so those things could be healed and worked on. Okay, so they're going to speak to you about how they've been double-crossed, betrayed, how the people that they let influence them in the past that probably caused a lot of the sabotage here were people that they trusted and were close to, and that it didn't, and that they've realised their mistakes because those people have ended up not being people that they should have been around, especially with addictions. Let's get one more. What is this person's intentions towards the collective, please? New alliances. So they want to realign with you. and support you and have new opportunities with you. And group dynamics are shifting. So I think the group dynamics are the people that they've been betrayed by, their inner circle. I think their intention is, when they come towards you, I think their intention is to be just like, not trauma dump on you, but basically just express to you all the things that have happened since separation, taking accountability for how they sabotaged the relationship with you, but all the things that has happened in their life since you that woke them up to what your connection truly is, and the people that they should have never given the time of day to, that they were loyal to or close to, whatever, that influenced how long this separation has even been, including their own obsessive worst case scenario thoughts. I think something in their inner circle has really imploded. And I don't think that's the only reason they're coming towards you. I think it's more just that they're going to talk about how that influence kept them away from you, or even was part of, like, say if they went to this inner circle for advice on you, and their advice was to just leave you, and so they did, and then realized later when they were double crossed by these people or this person, how much they messed up getting rid of you, when this inner circle is who they should have been getting rid of. Okay, so let's get what's going on for them right now. What's their energy right now, the person connected to you? Health issues could arise, so they might be working on their physical health, but also their mental health. Fire sign, so they could be a fire sign, but they have a lot of passion. And I think before, when I said they could be a very impulsive personality, that could explain that they have a lot of fire in their chart. But Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, caution, find out more information, don't overwork yourself. So I think this is more that they're checking in on you, trying to find out more information, see where you are in life, see if you've moved on and met someone. And also, I'm hearing, because I was talking so much about obsessive thought patterns, thinking worst case scenario, when this says don't overwork yourself, I think they're kind of in overdrive trying to find out more information about you, and they're not really going to find it because you're not going to be posting all the ins and outs of your life on social media, so they're not going to really get all that, what they're looking for. So in the end, they're just going to have to, yes, luck is on your side, so that's good. It means that the angels are guiding them back towards you, and that it's coming into alignment. So I think this is coming in soon. But this caution, for me, it feels to me like they've found out information about people around them, the inner circle, that has made them realize who they've been misaligned with, but also that they've kind of obsessing over trying to get information about you by looking at spying, and they're not getting it, so they're just making up worst case scenarios in their head, so that their angels are trying to get them to, like, the only way they're really going to know is if they actually open up to you and ask you. Alright, so let's get more on their intentions towards you, and then I want to find out how they view you and the connection, their next moves towards you. I'm not even going to get any more engagement card. Their intention towards you is to have a long-term commitment. They want to share their life with you. They want to have union. They feel like you complete them. And engagement might even be what they plan to do moving forward. Like, they might express to you, yes, I want to marry you, I want to be with you. Do you want to be with me? But they know that endings bring new beginnings. They know that this ending had to happen because they would have never seen this inner circle for who they are, but they also would have never learned the lessons they needed to learn to be the right partner for you if this separation hadn't happened. But keep a positive mindset. They're trying to keep a positive mindset about coming towards you. They're trying to manifest this reunion with you. That's really nice. I won't bother getting any more of those because that's pretty much says exactly how they feel. They want to propose to you. They want to marry you. So how do they view you and this connection? I just want to see if ancient Egypt. So they believe that they've had past lives with you. And I think as well they're going over the history they share with you and the ways that they sabotage this. But they've got mirroring again. So I think that they are aware. I think they've really learned in this time apart how you were both reflecting your wounds to one another. So however they were in the connection towards you when things weren't good, you were meant to trigger those things in them to make them aware that there was things that they needed to fix, and vice versa. So if they treated you badly and you feel that they're quite selfish, you needed to learn that your wound was that you didn't value yourself enough and you needed more self-worth. And they needed to learn that their trauma was really affecting names. So you could have shared a pregnancy with this person because I think of baby names, but also they might be seeing your name everywhere and signs of you everywhere, which is making them realize how deep this connection is, because their angels are trying to show them like their angels aren't letting them forget you, basically. I don't think they could anyway. Divine masculine. So I think they see themselves as the divine masculine in this. So they might know about twin flames, soulmates, red thread bond, all that kind of stuff. Mirroring. Hang on. Okay, passion. So I think for them to see, I think they know that you have just as much passion for them as they have for you, and they haven't been able to get anywhere near as much intensity and passion and attraction to anyone since you. Like I'm not saying they haven't tried to date or move on since you, but they have realized that there's no one even touched the sides of the level of passion and intensity that you two share. And as well, when you were together, if you were really passionate about your person and just, really attracted to them and wanted them all the time, they haven't forgotten that. They know how much you were into them and how that made them feel. They've got confusion again. So I think all these signs that the universe is showing them in regards to you has left them confused, because they've, in their 3D mind, are trying to find reasons to stay away and why you shouldn't be together. But the universe has not let them forget you. So that's confused them, because they're like, I'm trying to get over this person, but they won't leave my mind, and I keep seeing signs of them everywhere, and that's what confused them. But they're going over the cycles that you two, so maybe you two have been on this roundabout a few times and they're going over that, and how this might be the longest you two have ever gone of not talking or having any communication. So they're aware that this time was needed. Again, in that part where it said with coffin, endings bring new beginnings, they know this had to end so that a new beginning would have longevity this time with you, because they want to marry you. That's really nice. But they also might see you in your divine masculine if you're pursuing some kind of purpose. All right, so let's get some messages from your angels. Okay, number 9, so closing out a cycle. Union is an energy, not a physical construct. Even when we aren't together, I feel our union. So you're always connected, but I think union is coming soon. Number 5, there's a lesson to be learned from this again. They realised that the time apart was there for a reason, that they had lessons that they needed to learn. And that block about needing therapy is something that they need. Another union card, union soon. Our love will manifest through the union of heart and mind, expanding. That song Cinema, I could watch you for a lifetime, you're my favourite movie. That's what they're thinking about you. So they do watch you. So that cut me off. The end was expanding these areas allows our love to grow. So you've got 2 union cards here, 9, 5 and 6. Number 2, romantic messages. I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one. So the 9th of February or the 2nd of September could be important dates. Number 10, closing out a new cycle is about to begin. Timing and intention. So for that to confirm lessons, a lesson was needed to be learned here is beautiful, because it confirms that they know that time was needed here, and that to express their true intentions to you, it's going to take time and building that trust again. The planets are activating us to heal and bringing us closer together. Surrender to the challenges. So the 10th of May or the 5th of October. Growth. I feel insecure and it's pushing me to grow. So that reminds me of before when I was saying, if you attract a lot of attention just naturally, they need to become aware of that being a trigger for them and work on that trigger, because if you love that person, you should just be proud that they naturally shine. You shouldn't worry that it means that they're going to cheat on you. You don't want to clip their wings. So I think that they're learning that lesson right now, that they need to allow you the space to be who you are, and you allow them the space to be who they are. And it doesn't take away from your love to each other or your faithfulness to each other. Because when you love each other properly, you'll shine even more. So the 7th of June or the 6th of July, so that might be a point of communication because that's tomorrow. But on the bottom, you've got number 8, so August as well. It could be significant. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Nothing in my life is making sense. So I think at the moment they're going through a lot of pattern recognition, learning the cycles that they keep repeating, the people in their life. I think that a lot is going on for them right now. They're having a lot of realizations and it's causing them to overthink, but they will get through that. Okay, I just want to get some tarot to see what the potential future of this connection is. And then I'll get messages from them, what they want to say to you. Okay, what's the potential future of this connection, please? Justice. Okay, so you will get justice in this, but justice, fairness, law, truth, clarity, integrity, equality, balance, karma, cause and effect. So I think as well this person might have had a lot of karma since you for how they treated you, but just their behaviour in general. But I think that you're going to get justice for this to be the potential of this, the future of this connection. I think that you will get justice in that you will get clarity and balance in the connection, and this person will come through with truth and integrity. There will be equal give and take. I think the burden of the past of this connection will be what you will get justice with. I think all the extra responsibilities, or not extra responsibilities, but the extra baggage that this created in your life It won't be a problem anymore. The Magician, so manifesting this good life together, manifesting what you want, but also for yourself, manifesting true action from this person, and also having more clarity, because that's another card of clarity and self-confidence, and the power to create this future with each other in the way you want it to be. Chariot. So Chariot is one of the fast moving cards, and that's another major arcana to confirm justice. So I think this just reflects that union's going to happen soon. There's movement, there's progress. This person's going to take true intentional action towards you. They're going to reach a point where they're overthinking mind, they've just had enough, and they're going to, tap into their courage to come towards you, to give you the justice that you deserve, and to try to start this connection again. And integrating the lessons that they've learned and that you've learned, and then coming together and learning each other again and growing together. The King of Swords to confirm the 10 of Wands. I think they're going to be quite logical in this, but they're going to also discuss with you how all the things, again, that have happened to them since all the burdens that they've been carrying, they're going to be quite, they're going to give you mental clarity. So the King of Swords is a bit more head over heart, but I don't think that they're not going to express their love for you. I think that they're just going to be very clear and concise in the way that they communicate to you, and discussing all the things that sabotaged this in the past and all the things that have kept them away since then. Manifesting. But this is good, because I think that they're going to lead with truth. The future of this connection is always being honest with you now instead of being sneaky. Yeah, so the future of this is them offering you, they want to offer you love. They are manifesting a new beginning with you, a new love story. They don't want to rush it this time though, which is good, because I think the King of Swords, even though he's not the King of Cups and all lovey-dovey, he wants to be sensible this time, not rush it, offer you love, offer you new love, a new beginning, manifesting a new happy life together, but being clear, logical, and taking the necessary steps to get there, knowing that it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle to get you to trust again, but being willing to do the work to do that, taking action towards you. That's really good. All right, so let's see. Actually, first, I want to get what spirit animal they see you as right now. What is this person? Oh, two. Fire ant and stingray. Okay, interesting. The otter, so cute. All right, let me find these pages. Okay, so your person is the fire ant and you're the stingray. So you might be a fire and water pairing. They might be a fire sign, you might be a water sign, or those are very heavily in your chart, that those are kind of that would make sense too, because they got fire sign in their part, so they could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but because I said before that you lead with your heart and you're an emotional person, that would make sense if you have water heavily in your chart. So we'll do theirs first. Fire ant, here it is. Aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. So your person might be a bit of a follower. Even if they see themselves as a lone wolf, I think especially with that inner circle and being double-crossed and things like that, they wouldn't like to admit to themselves that they're quite impressionable. The people that they hold close to them, they actually do care about those people's opinions, and unfortunately that's led them astray quite a bit. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances. So these people have been feeding their imbalances. rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. So they have, I think they've spent most of their life thinking everything's happening to them and that they aren't responsible for the situations that they've gotten themselves into. Blaming everyone else and kind of having that victim mentality. But then funnily enough, I'm seeing someone who's always accusing other people but refusing to have any self-awareness and look at themselves and how they're actually always the one playing the victim. But I see fire ant as well as someone that when they're triggered, they're quite aggressive and nasty, and very stubborn, rigid thinking. They have to have the last word, even if in their mind they know they're wrong. So this is some hard lessons that they need to learn. I'll be interested to see if that comes out in the messages. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. So this is the energy they're in right now. They're stewing over things and they're just making it worse for themselves because of their overthinking mind. But their tendency to explode, I think anger issues, again, their adversity to going to therapy needs to be addressed, because anger issues is something that needs therapy. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? I think this person has a tendency to get in the middle of drama too. Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. So your person puts up this facade that they're cool, calm, nothing gets to them, they're happy, they're positive all the time, and they almost reject their sensitivity. But that sensitivity is their strength. That's what makes them beautiful. It's what made you fall in love with them. So they need to lean more into that. And this fire ant energy is what needs to be soothed. When in balance, thoughtful and disciplined. So they have the ability to be that. When out of balance, argues, excess heat and gossips. To bring into balance, solo time, walks at night. So this person, I think at the moment, is going through the fire with that dark night of the soul, and they're needing to learn that they need help to heal these anger issues, and also to go into solitude. They need to work on themselves, and they need to be away from the people that also initiate that anger. All right, so this is how they see you, the stingray. Developing confidence, sense of self or spine. The stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will resurface again and again as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. So I think that's reminding me of how you have been trying to, because you think they've moved on and you see them as narcissistic, you've been trying to push this away, but it's going to keep coming up because they are going to come back because they want to be with you. So it's about standing up for yourself, setting those boundaries, remember, and giving them a chance to respect those boundaries. So for them to truly love you properly, you have to be strong within yourself and your self-worth, set those boundaries and allow them to show that they can respect those boundaries, because then that will give you that safe feeling that you need from them to build the trust again. When in balance, eager, wants to grow. So I think you do, when you're in balance and you're allowing yourself to feel how you really do feel about them, you want to grow with them and they want to grow with you. When out of balance, blames others, quits. So you might have, as well, whenever things got tough with them as well, you had a tendency to just want to pack up and leave too, wanting to run. To bring into balance, move through the discomfort. So I think when arguments happen, I think you both have this issue of wanting to just cut and run, and it's about sitting in the discomfort, and even in the moment if it can't be resolved, so you have to go away separately and spend some time alone to regroup and calm yourself, and then come back together to balance it out and talk calmly about what the rupture was and how you need to repair it, to soothe it, so you can then move on and move through the discomfort to grow stronger as a couple. So that's really nice. I think that they see that a lot of growth in you. I think they'll want to show you as well how much growth that they've gone through, but I think they're going through a huge lesson right now. Okay, so what do they want to say to you, please? I don't care what people think anymore. I've been given bad advice. I'm listening to my intuition. I know you are the one. So again, their inner circle, family and friends that they listen to and were too easily impressionable by. Again, I think your person lacks self-awareness in realizing how much they let these people they hold close to them's opinions dictate what they do. But I think that they've hit a point now where they're like, I want to be happy. You make them happy. I don't care what your opinion is anymore. I want to be with this person, so I'm going to try. I hate that I hurt you. So they know that they've been selfish. They know that they're going to need to climb that mountain to build that trust again. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. Especially if they're that fire ant energy. I fucked up. I don't know what to say to you or how to make things right. So I think this is their overthinking mind as well. They want to come in and they're going to, but at the moment they're really struggling with what to say, especially if they feel like they really caused a lot of damage here. I'm seeing that card that says, I'm worried you won't forgive me and give me another chance. I'm only staying here for my kids, nothing else. I'm making my way out. They might have kids, but it might also be ties to family and work that are keeping them where they are right now, and they're trying to figure out a way to get away from that to come towards you. Do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. I'm hurting. I don't think they can move on, but for that to confirm I hate that I hurt you, I think that they, especially if they are spying, they might wonder if you've moved on because you hurt them so bad, and they're thinking, why the hell would this person even give me another chance when I fucked up this badly? They probably don't even think about me anymore. But that, again, that's their overthinking mind. Eventually they're going to snap out of that and go, I just have to make a move because otherwise I'm always going to wonder what if. One more. I'm on a spiritual journey. You have awakened me to confirm I fucked up. So I think, again, this confirms for me that they are aware that this ending had to happen for a new beginning. They had to learn some tough lessons. They had to become self-aware, and they needed to open up to self-reflection and the things they needed to work on. And I think that that's what they're doing. I miss making love to you. I'll do anything just to hold you again. So making love, they haven't been able to find that level of intensity and passion with anyone else, but also just the intimacy, holding hands, watching TV together, going out to dinner, cuddling in bed, all those things, deep conversations. They miss all of it with you. That's really nice. All right, I want to get a divine door for advice, and then that'll be it. All right, let's get some advice for you. Oh, hang on, there's still some in here. There we go. All right, let's get a message from your angels. Oh, two. All right, so we've got a blue door. It's more of an archway, but anyway. A moment's joy, sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of heart's will. So enjoying each other's company. The art of life, enjoying your life right now until this comes in. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin, let your love dance in sight. So go out, enjoy things, enjoy your life, and this will come in when it's ready to come in. when you least expect it. So while you're enjoying life and living and being out there and doing your thing, that's when this will come in faster than you think. When you least expect it and faster than you think. So it's going to come in when you're not even, it might even be when you're not, this person isn't even on your mind. And then bam, you get a text or they call or they email you. You're not going to expect it. It's going to shock you, because in the moment it comes in, you're going to be in the middle of something, you're going to be out with friends, or you're just not going to be thinking about them in that moment, and that's when it'll happen. All right. Have a good weekend.